Hello there, Gemini. My name's Frankie, and I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, medium, and an empath. This reading's going to be for Gemini for August of 2021. For everybody who's new out there, pull 4 cards for the month. We use the bottom card on the deck as an overall view of the month, and we'll pull an angel card at the end of the reading, hopefully to bring everything together for us. Now, I am an empath, so I have a weird kind of speech pattern. I speak as if I'm you. Makes all of you Geminis named Frankie, I suppose, for the time of the reading. Look at your moon sign and your rising sign. You'll get a more comprehensive view of the month, and I don't think these cards are going to go week by week. I actually think they'll blend in and out throughout the month as like an overall theme for the month. Now, we have good words. They're resilience, risk, celebration, and we got cards that actually go directly with them. Creativity and trust. And those are all really good words except for the risk word. And I'm thinking the only thing that would be risky for us was if we weren't using our internal guidance, and because we're making really wise decisions and choices this month, because our first card here on the bottom of the deck is the hangman card, and that's being in a state of suspended animation. Something's happening in our life, but we're suspended, like from between the past and the future in our lives. So it's like a little bit on hold for right now, but getting ready to move forward, because this means a new direction in our life is in the making, basically, with the hangman. So it's a time for a new perspective, making significant changes in our life, like getting ready for the future, looking at things from a different angle or different, in order to get maybe making, or order to know what we need to readjust in our life, things like that. It's a card that tells us that our intuition or cosmic consciousness is actually calling to us, and enlightenment is what we're really truly seeking. So we've got to make a clean break from the past and concentrate all of our energy, all of our focus on becoming very spiritually attuned, because that's what's going to get us what we need. So we need to take our time right now, make the right decisions for us. I think that's why that word risk is in there, about where we truly want to take our lives. Where do we truly want to take our lives at this time, and for the long term, not for just the short term, like sitting there, this is a lot of energy behind this card this month. So pay attention to my inner development this month, and be prepared to move again to the sound or the beat of a different drummer in our life. We've got, the only risk I can see is not getting that different perspective, using my creativity, thinking about the things, that I really want to celebrate. What do I trust? What is it I basically want in my life for this month, and for not just this month, but for the future actually also, because we really got some excellent cards here. Next, we get the Sun card, and there's a, right there, that's considered extremely positive card, because the Sun relates to energy and vitality and confidence in ourselves, and in good times, having fun. It's a time of new beginnings where things are going really, really well for us, of accomplishment and of success in our life, and contentment. That's the biggest word I think the Sun card shows us, is a life of contentment, material well-being is indicated with this card. Being optimistic and in a really happy frame of mind, which a lot of us haven't felt for a while. So we feel cheerful, we feel confident, we would feel full of life right now, full of vitality. Whatever it is we're planning in our lives, we'll feel a great deal of kind of enthusiasm for it, and we aren't worried about the outcome. We just aren't worried about it. We might be like maybe remodeling our house, buying a second home or a vacation home, maybe moving to a sunnier climate. A lot of times they'll come along with that sun card, making some kind of move that's going to make me happy and is going to work out better for me, rebuild my resilience and my strength, things like that. It's a really good celebratory type of card where I just feel really good about maybe generally life in general. Let's just put it that way. Everything's feeling good, but I need this different perspective about it. I need to get a new viewpoint, and to utilize that new viewpoint the right way. Because our next card here is the Queen of Pentacles. This is excellent energy too. I just did Aries, I believe, had Queen of Pentacles energetics in it. And I actually think maybe Taurus did too. I'm not quite sure, but I'm pretty sure Aries had Queen of Pentacles in their reading also. So this is someone who understands money. They respect money, but they use it as a tool. They do not worship it like God. Like money is the be all and end all. Now this is going to be earth energy. So it'll be Capricorn, Taurus, Virgo, male or female. If it's someone outside of me, it'll be a very, very generous person who is a excellent manager of money. So that as an advisor, they'd be very favorable towards us, or at least they'd be extremely fair. If I was going to them asking for money, they're a practical person, very well grounded, but they want to see the money that they distribute produce a tangible result. So if I was asking Queen of Pentacles for a loan or something, they'd want to know why I needed it and how I would be paying it back. But if it is not a person in our life, it means harvest after much labor, security, acquisition of wisdom through experience, and the prudent use of wealth. Not being cheap, but being prudent with my wealth, using it appropriately, using it in a right manner, basically, not risking it. Maybe some of us are being called up, like our word risk here. Maybe some of us are being called up to take on a little bit of that earth energy, because we're air. We're more doing the mental thing. This is like down to earth, right? Feet flat on the ground, knowing what it is that I want, and going for it, basically. Just going for it and doing it and being happy about it. So this is our next card here is the Three of Cups, and that's a wonderful emotional energy. If you think about it, the Two of Cups comes before it, which is some sort of a coupling. The Ace comes before that, and now we're celebrating it. So it could be whatever it is, whatever it is what I want to say in our life that we would have to celebrate. If you think Ace, 2, 3, maybe I'm celebrating having a baby or producing something that I can actually sell that can make me money, or creative venture that I'm getting into, because this is cup energy. It's really creative, and I'm going to produce something I can sell. But what the card actually is telling me is it's a time when I can celebrate, just like the Sun card. It's a time of success, a time of plenty. I'm doing well in my life. Time of merriment, of having a fun celebration is at hand, basically. Our feelings, which could have been like murky before or murky in the past, are real clear now. And we're coming to some sort of understanding about our own emotional patterns, our own emotional needs, but in a positive way, in a happy way, in a growth producing way. We're on our way now to doing very great things, and we're going to celebrate it. So I want to say then we should be going and out and having a party maybe for ourselves this month, and saying, well, that's just great. It's time for me to finally have a party and have some type of a celebration, energetics in my life, things along those lines, like anything that's going to make me feel happy, feel lighthearted, feel like I am maybe providing something for my future type energy, because this next card here is amazing. It's the Wheel of Fortune, and the Wheel of Fortune is number 10. So it's like all the rest is cleaned. We're going back to a number 1. So things have been put into motion, and they are now unstoppable. And they run their course no matter what we do. We can't stop it. We've done something. We've either, maybe some of us have quit a job, made some kind of travel reservations possibly to go somewhere, maybe, and some of us may have ended a relationship or opted out of a friendship that used to be important to us, or opted out of some other kind of situation in our life. But it's a card that says destiny has been set into motion, and all we can do now is get on for the ride and go with the flow. So be careful where I'm using this hangman energy to get that new perspective when I do it. So there's some unexpected things that happen when we get this, like turns and little events with a Wheel of Fortune card. Like we might meet someone while we're on a trip somewhere or a journey and get made some kind of an offer out of the clear blue sky, a new opportunity. But they're all part, when you get this, part of the grand plan for our lives. This card is like the precursor card towards good fortune in our life. So if things have been rough for me, I can now know that they are going to get better, and I'm going to have something in my life to celebrate. And I know this past year and a half basically has been a really tough road to hoe for most people. You know, even if the virus hasn't affected a lot of us, even with that, it's affecting our overall lives. And things are changing right now, and we want to be sure that we're on top of it, you know? So we're going to change our lives and get exactly whatever it is that we need and want out of this. It's like the time is done for all the time. My time with all the crap is done. If that makes any sense, my time with all the crap that's been going on is done. It's like I'm wiping the slate. I'm out of this. This is that kind of energy. Our card is called Innocence, our angel card. It says, "Beloved one, everyone is guiltless in truth, as no one can alter God's handiwork of perfection. Give us your feelings of heaviness so we can lighten your load. give us any guilt, anger, or blame that may shroud your loving outlook. Enjoy the peace within your heart once more. And have a party and jump on the wheel of fortune and go for the ride is what I want to say. I think it's an excellent way to get our kind of reading going there. If I can find it, it says, this card comes as a reassurance that this situation and the people involved are guiltless. If you've been harboring guilt, release it to the angels. Of all the emotions, guilt has the lowest vibration, so it attracts negativity. If you're judging others' guilt, this card reminds you to see the godliness within them to heal the situation. You don't necessarily have to continue a relationship with anyone that you distrust. However, it's necessary to purge toxic thoughts and emotions for your own well-being. The angels ask you to consider that any misunderstandings were an innocent mistake. See the other's point of view, forgive yourself, and release regrets. An argument you have may be based on a misunderstanding. Honor the inner child within yourself and others. Look past the surface delusion and see the underlying spiritual truth of perfection and divine order, and go celebrate. If it's been rough, now it's time to party hardy. Well, Gemini, that's our reading for this month. I want to tell everybody, I want to thank you all for your likes, your shares, subscribes, and comments. I read each and every one of them. I really appreciate them. If anybody wants to know more about me, or just go neb about me, or if you need to set an appointment, all of the information is down below the screen in the About section, and that's all over at the website. Over at the website are 2 short videos, one about the prayer class I put out there for you. The other is the sutra classes I put up there for you. The prayer class tells you how to format prayers, why you do them the way you do. Sutras are simple thought forms. You put it in a meditation. It takes 5 minutes a day, and they enhance the clear perceptions dramatically. But videos that explain them are over at the website. So to all of you I've met through 5 whole years of YouTubes now, and to everybody I've met through 33 years of this work, I want to tell you all, it's been an honor, a privilege, and a pleasure to serve you. Hopefully I'll see you back here next month. Bye-bye.